Welcome to Fidan Talk, Tuesday night dinner, and we're having salmon fillets with chips and vegetables. I might do a third vegetable if I can be bothered. But first we're going to marinate. No, that's not true. First we're going to put on the chips. We'll just cook this entire bag. Alright, we'll put them in the air fryer, 20 minutes, 200. Okay, now we'll marinate the salmon with this. It comes with this little sachet of lemon and herb crumb. This one's gone a little bit funny. There, we've got 4 things. Bit of oil, bit of lemon. I've got these random half lemons in the fridge. I don't exactly know why. Feels a little bit old. But don't worry about it. We're just gonna go squeeze the lemon. She's quite juicy. Old and juicy, as we like to say. A really good day today, really busy. I'm busy packing up my office, getting ready for the move. Friday, we're actually moving. And so that's going to be a bit of a write-off in terms of productivity. But I am in court, so I might work from home because we're not going to have internet on Friday. So I might work from home, which I never do, for half a day, then go into the office to embrace the chaos of the move. Yeah, so tomorrow I've got a mediation. Hopefully that goes well. I'm sorting out the Easter holidays and what I'm going to do. This lemon and herb thing on there. Guess I'll use all of it. I think you only use one side, right? Because that's the salmon skin. So I'm just going to make sure it gets on the sides as well. Kids really like salmon for some reason. They like fish and they like salmon. Fantastic. Yeah, looking forward to the break. You know, I've got a couple of days off in the second week of the holidays. So I've actually got a week off because Monday and the Friday are public holidays. So I'm really looking forward to having some time off and just spending some cool time with the kids, doing fun things. Trying to decide what day to go to the Easter. Why is there so much stuff? Decide what day to go to the Easter show. I'm going to go with my sister and her kids. Anyway, it's going to be great. I'm not going to fill up my days off doing things around the house. I'm just going to relax because I need a break. And I am trying to organise a holiday for later in the year. Like the kids have passports, right? Because I organised it last time, like last year, and we didn't end up doing anything. But I'm determined to take them somewhere because they've never been on a plane. I feel like we should go on a plane and go somewhere. So yes, you can look forward to that later on. Okay, this is ready. Let's put it on to cook. Okay. Beans from Aldi. They're washed and ready to cook. Quick and easy. Perfect side dish. Seems risky. Let's wash them. I probably have to top and tail them, do I? Oh, that's a lot of work. Okay. Let's do that again. We can chat about my day. We'll chat about things that are exciting. What's exciting coming up on Fidan Talk? Yeah, no, I've got nothing. Sorry, I haven't really had any conversation for you. Oh, I'll tell you what's interesting. A girl at work came up to me and said that she was Googling, for some reason, as a marketing exercise, checking out a website, Googling the firm and stuff, and she saw that I came up. Anyway, so of course the Reddit thread comes up, right? And she said, oh, I couldn't help but take a sneaky look. Now, of course, I don't go to the Phantom Zone. The Phantom Zone is what I call the Reddit thread about me. I'm aware it's there. They know that I know, and I know that they know that I know that it's there. It's basically a hate page. I know that. Actually, it's probably several pages. It's been a while since I've been there because it's not good for my mental health to see nasty things people say. Anyway, this girl at work thought she'd tell me in case I wasn't aware of the site. I am aware. Anyway, she said, there's all sorts of horrible things there, but she didn't tell me that. She said, somebody said that Fidan is a lazy lawyer because she tries to mediate and settle her cases rather than go to trial. And she thought that was hilarious because that's clearly written by somebody who knows nothing about litigation. Because really, you want the lawyer who's trying to settle your case. And I'll tell you why that is. Because in family law, for property settlements, there's a range, right? There's a range of what you're entitled to. And a good lawyer will always tell you, this is the range. This is your best case, this is your worst case, and this is likely the outcome. And usually we can do that within 5%, sometimes within 10%, depending on the complexity of the case. So once you know the range and your spouse is getting advised about the range, then there's really no reason that you can't resolve it, right? Because everybody's working in the same range. So that's why you go to mediation and you work it out. Both parties come to a mutual agreement, what we call a consent position, meaning both parties agree. Case settles and it's all over. And it's so much cheaper and faster than going to trial where you would get the same outcome anyway. Why? Because the judge is working with the same law, right? It's the range. So the judge would say this is what you're entitled to. So would you rather give your lawyer $100,000 and get the same outcome because of the fight? Or do you just want to bloody take your money and run and use that $100,000 on yourself rather than pay the lawyer? A good lawyer will encourage you to settle. And frankly, the lawyer that says, let's go to trial, you should be worried about. It's not being a lazy lawyer. Now, I just think that the person who wrote that clearly has no idea. And I just want to kind of provide some education about the process. If it was, I don't know, a sellout, like you're entitled to way more, and your lawyer says, but how much money do you need? Like, isn't this enough for you? Then yeah, that's probably lazy lawyering. But if it's your entitlement, I mean, it's fair game, right? Fair game. Settle it if you can, save yourself some money, because from my perspective, it's about making the client happy and maximising your wealth. Like, I don't give a shit about, like, you pay my fee at the end of the case. It doesn't matter what it is, there's plenty of clients. I'm not going to take advantage of anybody. Anyway, haters going to hate, right? What are you going to do? Some people just don't know any better. It's perfectly fine. All right, I feel like we've got through that lovely conversation with Fidan chopping the beans. Got some carrots as well, which, should we do carrots? Did we have carrots last night? Do I care for the carrots? All right, let me wash these up. We're just going to cook them. I think we'll steam them. We'll just cook them in the microwave. They're nice and fresh, actually, these beans. Yesterday's video, I did this whole big segment at the beginning talking about the stuff that I had left at Platter Day. We're showing you what was left after Platter Day. And then the bloody thing we recorded, but there was this music blaring over the top and I couldn't get rid of it. All right, Puppy wants her food. She's hungry after her walk. Okay, I'll come back. All right, we're going to do some carrots. Gosh, some carrots and zucchini. So it's basically 3 veg, salmon and chips. Yeah, I saw that the school where my kids go are organising some charity stuff. And one of them is a trivia night. I love trivia. I used to be in a trivia team. I'm trying to remember what our trivia team name was. We had a cool name. No, I don't remember what it was. Anyway, I'm sure it'll come to me. So, and they're doing like fundraising for it, which I think is great. And they're asking for parent volunteers for like the committees and stuff. Maybe I'll volunteer. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if I've got the time. All right, let's cook these. Let's dish it out. We've got chips. Yeah, all right, we'll do. That was literally 20 minutes at 200. All right, let's get the salmon. That's the veggies. Okay, beans, zucchini, carrot. I'll dish it out. Okay, that's dished out. I'll put some Thousand Island sauce, and that should be it. Okay, that's for the kids, and that's for us. Delicious. Kids, dinner time, dinner time. Is it yummy?